Hi guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel and happy Foundation Friday. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. We are going to be talking about the Dermablend Flawless Creator, but I want to chat with you about how to customize your foundations to make them work for your skin type and for the needs that you might have when you're using foundation. All right, so if you want to know more about that, please hit the subscribe button and let's do it. All right, so let's pull my hair back. You guys, so I have to tell you, I have been wearing this foundation basically nonstop. This foundation has just, the combination has been amazing. First of all, I want to tell you that I absolutely love this foundation. I get a lot of comments from you guys and a lot of DMs all about foundation not staying in place. So foundation not staying where it's supposed to all day. And this tip I'm going to give you guys today, and this foundation and others like it, might be a great place for you to start if you have that situation. So this foundation does come in a great variety of colors. This is a full pigment concentration. Okay, I want to make that clear. This, yes, can be used on its own. It can be, but it's really meant to be mixed in with other foundations, moisturizers, primers, BB creams, CC creams, things of that nature that are lighter weight. Other products like this are the NYX foundation drops, the Cover FX drops, the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, anything that you see, you know what, the Ardency In, the one I did a long time ago, is meant for this type of thing. But anything that says full pigment or pigment drops or mixable medium or something of that nature is meant to be mixed in. So I have been loving the combination between this and this. This is the IT Cosmetics Anti-Aging Armour SPF 50. I've loving combining these two. A lot of the times you see me in the past, I've been wearing this combination. I wanted to stop because I wanted to show it to you guys, but I just couldn't. It's just such a beautiful combination. So if you want a very budge-proof foundation, you can use this straight, okay? This is a long wear time. It is full of, it has a lot of different silicones in it, but let's just talk about this type of product, okay? And I'll link those other ones I've suggested below so you can know what I'm talking about. But basically, all you will need is just like a drop. I'm going to show you a little bit on one side because I really want to show you how to use this and how to customize your foundations. So if you've not found a foundation that really works for you, but maybe you found a BB cream, CC cream, tinted moisturizer, things of that nature that you really like, but maybe you want more pigmentation from it, or you've bought this, you love it, but you want more coverage, this is a great way to get it. So it's all about customizing foundations and also giving you guys a wear test on this Dermablend foundation. Dermablend is a great company. They have been known to basically, you know, get full pigment products. And not a lot of people talk about this brand. And so I'm really thankful that they sent this to me. I just want to show you a little bit on how I would apply this if somebody like me wanted it to stay in place all day, dry down, and make it be a full coverage foundation. Do you see that? Okay. So once this dries down, it looks just like skin. I absolutely adore it. It's very lightweight on the skin, and it wears a very long time. I have worn this by itself for about 12 hours, and maybe by the 10th hour, it started to kind of just crease a little bit around my mouth, but I just took a beauty blender and, you know, tapped it out, and it was no big deal. Okay, so that is something to really take into consideration. Then I want to show you my kind of combination. So what I would normally do, let me wipe this off. I mean, look at you guys. It looks just like skin. It's so pretty and it's so buildable. I love it. So what I would normally do would take my IT Cosmetics, put a little bit on my hand, like this much, just a little dot, and then I would take half the amount, try it again, half the amount in my pigmentation drops. Also, what this is going to do is it's going to change the color of your current BB cream, tinted moisturizer, whatever, lightweight foundation. And so this actually works better if you really like this product, but it's also too light for you. I take it, I literally go like this, and I apply it all over my face. I have the Ren Perfect Canvas on right now, because if you have, and I go right under my eyes, guys, right under. This is the only foundation that I can bring right under my eyes. You know that that's a huge no-no in my books, but I found that I can use this consistency all over my face. And I just use whatever's left on my hands, on my forehead, and I just work it into the skin. I do recommend a primer with this foundation, whether you work it into the skin by itself or you wear it just like me, okay? This gave great coverage. Now, if I have a little spot, for example, right over here, I have that pigmentation spot. I'm just gonna tap it full strength into the skin. Do you see what I'm talking about? I mean, it is just gorgeous. It covered that imperfection up really beautifully. It is so thin that it does not cake up on the skin. If you put too much of the drop in your first foundation, you can get a little bit of like a full coverage. So you want to play with the amount of coverage and the amount of drops that you feel comfortable with. Okay, so for example, if you're using the NYX drops or the Cover FX drops, they all work very similarly. So play with the amount. So a small dollop of your tinted moisturizer and maybe one or a half a drop of the, your cover drops, so your foundation drops. But this is my favorite way to really I know it's buying another foundation, but this foundation will last me so long because I am using so little. Does that make sense? So if you, like I said, if you have a foundation that you absolutely love, but you want more coverage, or if you have a tinted moisturizer, BB cream, CC cream, something of that nature, tinted sunscreen, which is what this is, tinted sunscreen. If you have that and want to give it more pigmentation, try this out. Try this little tip out. I actually just did a red carpet event the other day, and I used these drops as well as the Bobbi Brown foundation to give it some more oomph in certain areas. And then I would use the lightweight foundation in areas where I didn't need very much coverage. But this is just such a beautiful finish. It's so, so gorgeous. So I hope that this tip helps you with A, making your makeup last longer, and B, really customizing your foundations to work for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. We're going to go into some natural light so you can really see everything. And just so you know, I do put my concealer on. I am going to use the Tarte the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer. And the another cool thing about this is that I use way less concealer. So I normally would use a little bit more of this concealer. Since I was able to bring the foundation up higher than I normally do, I don't have as much discoloration. So I don't need to use more concealer. Okay, so I use less concealer, less creasing, less, kind of annoying things that happen underneath the eye. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup and I'll be right back. And I don't set my face. I keep saying I'm going to be right back and I have more tips. I don't set my face all the way. What I do is I put my Hourglass Ambient Light Powder underneath the eyes like I normally do. And then I take a very, very light light dusting of a translucent powder. My favorite is Cover FX. I guess I'll just show you and then I'll leave the eyes kind of by themselves. And I just go like this because these pigmentation drops or these foundation drops, they will dry down. They dry down very quickly and almost to a very kind of matte finish. But again, I've combined this with a more luminous tinted moisturizer or a tinted SPF. All right, BRB. So here it is in natural daylight. It looks just like skin. We're gonna give it the wear test, like I said, just like this. I already told you that I've worn this by itself and it lasts a good 10 to 12 hours, depending upon, you know, like what you do. It is definitely sweat resistant, not sweat proof, but definitely sweat resistant. And when you wear a primer underneath it, it makes it even better. The longevity is even more. And so I just love it. I hope you guys do too. I hope that this tutorial has been helping you understand how you can customize your foundations you already have. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so we are at the park right now, and this is the foundation at about 4 hours since I filmed. It's still holding up really well and looks just like skin. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Go get my baby. All right, so I am in my kitchen. It is about 11 hours later. As you can see, I'm pretty dewy, which actually it looks dewier than it really is because of the lights that I'm under, but it is pretty dewy. But I love my skin to look like this. It does not bother me, but this is for somebody like me who doesn't use a lot of powder, who is more dry to normal. This is how it will look at the end of the day, and I do not touch it up. But this is like 11 or 12. What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and I put this on very, very earlier today. So I love it. I think it's fantastic. So if you are more oily, obviously work on the ratio and work on the type of formula that you want. So maybe something that's a little bit more oil-free, tinted moisturizer, that would be awesome. But I hope you guys learned so much. I hope you guys took a lot away from this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys.